Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday, guys. How's everyone doing today? All right. Smash the like button on your way in, guys. Appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Saturday. Oh. Hey. All right, let's get into it. Bitcoin is currently trading at, what do you know, 83,000. That's so crazy. One of my Bitcoin charts is missing. I don't know where it is. Oh, shoot, it's the Binance one. What the hell? What in the world happened? That's so crazy. It's just gone. Okay. So Bitcoin is trading at $83,169.52. 182.52 We got a daily close contest coming up in 17 minutes, give or take. Market's pretty boring. Pretty boring. Let's update our liquidation heat map and see what's going on here. We got a lot of liquidity to the upside, but it's like very, very close. We got 30 million sitting at 83,299. We got 42 million sitting at 83,420. And then we got 41 million sitting at 82,337. Cool. Basically, nobody cares about crypto right now. ETH is currently trading at $1,802.81. Bitcoin dominance, it's kind of looks like a bull flag to me. We've got a little rejection at 63-ish. Personally, minimum 64. I've been looking for 68 since December. So if we get there, I'll be a happy camper. Sol got a nice bounce off of the purple trend line. Beautiful bounce off of that purple trend line at the moment. I would love to see that continue. As of right now, though, it does look like it's holding. I want to see Sol. Oh, what the hell? Okay, ETH got a nice bounce off of the purple trend line. Sol got a nice bounce off of the blue trend line. We'll see if that continues. This is the same trend line that we were in. This is the lower trend line from, March of 2024, a whole year ago. We traded in this range for quite some time, broke out of it, broke back into it. Got a little double top action right here. We'll see if we're heading for a double bottom. W continuation to the upside. Total 3 is down 0.62%. It does look like it's really following the fractal, like genuinely. It's kind of blowing my mind right now. We'll keep an eye on this for sure. Looking a little good right now, I will say. I'm probably 1,000%. I'm gonna say with confidence, Sunday's gonna suck, because every single Sunday has sucked ass for like 5 years. Except for the one where they announced the strategic crypto reserve that did nothing. So I'm just putting that out there right now. ADA is down 0.97% on the day, chilling at 65. Surprise, surprise, it's been the same price for like 4 years. But down 1%. We'll see if it can bounce off of 63. Otherwise, it's probably going down to 50. I'm still honestly looking for 50. We'll see if it gets that far. SNEK is down 4.68%. This has also been at the same price for freaking forever at around 3. So we'll see if that does anything as well. XRP is up 0.56% on the day. Looking like it's having trouble at 214. As of right now, I don't know if on support at $2 again. That's its third hit. So if it can't get above 214, then we're probably going to continue down. HBAR is down 1.4% on the day. Nice support around 15.9 though. If it can hold that and break above 16.4 with conviction, we could make a run for 17.8. But HBAR, I can't tell if it's coiling up or if it's like dying. It's a little bit difficult to tell. SWE is down 1.97%. A little bit of resistance at 223. If it can't get back above that, it's probably going to test $2. And then we got a lot of confluence from here on out. Going down, a lot of confluence. Tishu said, one meme pump today until 9 a.m. and continuing its way down. Toshi. Really? Ando's down 1.46% on the day. Not doing a whole lot. This thing's been the same freaking price since the middle of early March. So, not surprised there. It's holding 80 though, which is great. See if it'll continue to the upside. Ergo is up actually 3.05%. Looking like a potential bottom. Little bounce off of 35 cents. Right there, if it can break above 40, then maybe get some continued upside out of Aerodrome. Renders down 2.27% on the day. Currently chilling at 3.14. We'll see if it goes all the way down to $3. Otherwise, maybe look for a potential retest of 350. Little bearish retest. This is a bear flag playing out though. So again, I said it the other day. I would not be surprised if this thing came back down and retouched 260. So keep an eye on that for sure. Volume's starting to get random spikes, which is nice, but nothing crazy. Polkadot is down 2.08% on the day, currently trading at $3.95. This thing's been having trouble with $4 for a little bit. If it can hold above $4, then we could see some upside, but right now, kind of just waiting to see if it holds $3.78. If it breaks below that and starts trading down further, then it could get a little bit spicy for Polkadot. Caspa's down 1.75%, still rejecting off of this little orange line, which is like an intermediary trend line between the actual top and the actual bottom. So we'll see if that continues to have confluence with the price action. As of right now, it looks like it does. Avalanche is down 2.09%, currently trading at 1781. It looks like it's rejecting at 1828. If it continues to do so, probably going down to 1597 minimum. We could do a liquidity grab at the halfway point, though. We'll have to see. Schwab is down 15.16%. For some reason, whenever this thing breaks below 6, it's a buy. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not a fan. I don't know anything about it. But if you have a lot of conviction, based on previous price action, below 6 is kind of a steal. Not financial advice, though. Chainlink is down 1.16% on the day. Could not quite make it back up to 1339 to even give it a bearish retest. So, trying to find support around 1239 and see if that's an area where it can springboard to the upside. Doge is down 1.51% on the day. Not a whole lot to say about Doge. Getting a little bounce off the green legacy trend line from forever ago, August 2024. We'll see if that continues. Otherwise, if it breaks below that, we're probably looking at the purple trend line, which is around 11, which is about a 33% sell-off minimum. Polygon Matic Pole is down 1.68% on the day, chilling at 1874. Not a whole lot happening here as far as support and resistance goes. It does have resistance at 1997, or 19-ish. From here on out, it's probably just going to get strictly psychological with the support and resistance numbers. It was oversold for a minute, bounced off of that, but now it's not oversold, and it's probably going to try to make it oversold again. It looks like it's curling over. Could curl over into a W or a double bottom. You know, we don't know for sure. Near is down 2.91%. Near got a bearish rejection off of 251. And same thing prior at 269. So we got a little bounce off of 251, rejection at 269. Bounce again, rejection, bounce, rejection, and break, rejection, continuation. We'll see if Near ends up going down to the orange trend line at the bottom of our little descending range scenario, which is around $2. Nice psychological number as well. Chili's down 1.21% on the day. Looks green though. Looks like a good trade, honestly. Tishu said ETH very close to home. What is home for ETH? I don't know that. Chili's 41.50. I would love to see it hold 4. It looks like it's got strong bounce at 4. But the bottom for this right now, for me, is around 35. So we'll see if that happens. Silver continues to sell off dramatically, which kind of makes me happy because I had some silver that I sold a while ago. So when it got up to like 33, 34, 35, I was a little bit butthurt. But now I feel better. Ben Cowan's home. Yeah, what is the number? MicroStrategy looks the same because it's the weekend. DXY got a little bit pumpy. Interesting. NASDAQ looks the same and S&P looks the same. People are calling for a 20% correction, which is what I've been talking about for forever. 20% would put us right at my green. So my green is the previous peak before that gigantic dramatic pullback. This is what kills me. Everyone's like, oh, this is unprecedented. We haven't seen this decline in decades. Bro, it literally freaking happened in 2020 to 2022. What are you talking about? That's a 30% decline. I don't understand people. And then people like Cowan are like, oh my gosh, the dot-com bubble. The dot-com bubble is irrelevant. 20%. The dot-com bubble was like pre-internet. I don't understand how you can judge based on that. Like, I understand maybe the same percentage pullback, but they're like using log scale and shit. None of it makes sense to me. It's really irritating. They're like, duh, if you go back to 1987, we had the same pullback in 2021. I don't know, man. I think these people are all nutcases, but maybe I'm just an asshole. That's very possible as well. But yeah, S&P, it's getting spicy, man. It is getting spicy. If it does go back to that 20%-ish area, we're looking at another 5.4% sell-off, which would put us at a total of 21.9%, which I think would be pretty spicy for the Fed. Maybe they'll actually do something, I don't know, about rates and shit. Who knows, man? Who knows? All right, we got the daily close contest coming up in around 7 minutes. We're making pretty good time, actually. I'm starting to lose my voice again. Let's see. Go back up to Bitcoin. We got some posts on X to take a look at. We got allegedly, according to Trueflation at least, inflation is dropping hard. Rate cuts are coming soon, which may or may not happen. Who knows? I don't know. I would assume if they're going to cut rates soon, they wouldn't say, oh, we're thinking about cutting rates soon. You know, they probably are going to just come out and be like, we're not going to cut rates. We're not going to cut rates. We're not thinking about cutting rates at all. And then at the meeting being like, we cut rates. Because you don't want people to front run, you know. That's the goofiest setup in the world if they just came out and were like, this is what we're thinking of doing. And I think that that's why people are confused with the government thing. Like, if the plan with the tariffs is to truly refinance the debt with a lower interest rate, the fact that that information is public, people don't believe it because it's public. And I've been seeing posts that are like super reasonable. They're like, everyone is so like flabbergasted and in disbelief that the government would tell us what they were going to do and then do that, because we've been lied to for like 100 years. And I'm like, damn, that's way too true. Tishu said, no, don't cut rates. I'm collecting from my HYSA. I don't know what that means. High yield stock account. My hairy. I don't know. Y is a really hard letter to work with. We're right here. Black Monday, 1987 versus 2025. The bears are getting louder. So this is basically what they're calling for. Maybe $3,600. Could you imagine a touch at 3,600 for the S&P. What does that put at? TikTok Tube said Bomboclad. What chart is that? Stop it. I just saw somebody was talking about the Minecraft movie. I was cracking up. Oh shit. Look at the 4-hour S&P is oversold so hard. All right, let's go down to 3,600. Let's see if that happens. You know what? I don't think I would be that choked up if that happened. That would be a, whoa, 41%. Could you imagine? Dude, people would freak out. I will say this, guys. I will say this. On a serious note, the subreddit for stocks has gotten to a point where they felt it was necessary to pin the suicide hotline. There's always people to talk to. You know, as serious as the market gets, money is just paper. You know, don't ever think that there isn't another solution, another option. This is the random post from March, apparently, that everyone's talking about. This is where it was originally talked about, allegedly. Trump is trying to crash the stock market at least 20%, causing a flight into treasuries, which, by the way, 20% is what I've been looking at, because 20%, from what I've read at least, is what declares, I don't know if it's a recession or a crash or whatever. There's something. 20% triggers something, by definition. Causing a flight into treasuries. This will cause the Fed to slash interest rates so he can refinance the debt to near 0% and cause a deflationary spiral, which will lower the cost of everything. He also intends to use tariffs as an incentive for companies to build in the U.S. to avoid having to pay them. The tariffs and the resulting global trade war will also force American farmers to sell more of their goods in the U.S. due to retaliatory trade measures by other countries, which will directly lower the price of groceries in the United States. More than 94% of all stock is owned by just 8% of the U.S. population. Trump is literally taking money from the rich and giving it to the poor. This is why Trump is playing a game of hokey pokey with tariffs. One day he has 25% tariffs on Mexico, the next day he doesn't. This is to cause extreme volatility in markets and a desperate need and demand to flee toward treasury bonds, which are much more stable, but offer much lower potential return. This is also why eggs are cheaper now than they were under Joe Biden. They are not, by the way. My eggs got expensive, and they're still expensive. Right here, this guy said boomers could lose 30% of their retirement portfolios from the tariffs, and I wouldn't blink an eye. Their generation sold our country out, got filthy rich in the process, then left the bill for Zoomers, Millennials, and Gen Xers to deal with. If they feel heat in the days ahead, good. They can simply get a job and pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Ooh! I don't know, dude. This was so good. When she sent me a link and said, it's safe. That's the sketchiest shit I've ever seen. It's safe. All right. We got to get to Bitcoin. We got the daily close contest coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I noticed my number ticks up viewers quite significantly for the daily close. I might make a new rule soon, just to piss off some people, because I find it funny. We got 31 seconds remaining on the clock until you guys can begin guessing. Boop. Whoopsie. All right, here we go. Cool. Billy Street said, love the tweet. Dude, it's so good. That one's so good. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Saturday, guys. You guys doing anything fun? Anything fun for this weekend? Got a couple more. We got Watcher Guru said retail investors bought 4.7 billion in stocks yesterday, the most in a decade. Crazy. Buying stocks right now? I don't know if I feel it. Then we got the last one. UK's Starmer to declare globalization is over in stunning reversal. British Prime Minister plans to acknowledge Trump's tariff logic despite disagreeing with his methods. A top Downing Street official admitted Trump has done something that we don't agree with, but there's a reason why people are behind him on this.
Starmer's Monday speech will argue that globalization has failed working people while seeking a different path than trade wars. This remarkable shift from Britain's Labour government signals how dramatically Trump has reshaped international economic thinking. I like it. And I've always wondered this. Everyone relies so much on everyone else, which is not an issue. We can like work together and rely on one another. But we got to a point where we like required cheaper stuff from other people. And that's not necessary, dude. Like if each country just was suddenly transformed onto a planet where that's the only country, you should be able to self-sustain. You should not need anything from anywhere else. Because a couple hundred years ago, global trade wasn't a thing. Nobody needed shit. Tishu said, if you hadn't made me a mod, I wouldn't have been able to post the hyperlink. It's funny, if you open it, I will open it. I will open it. I need some guesses for the daily close contest, though. We got 3 minutes and 4 minutes and 7 seconds. We got Normal McQuibbits coming in with a guess. Love it. Welcome to the channel, Normal. I'm assuming you're new. I've never seen you in the chat before. If not, if you're just a lurker, then I guess welcome to the chat. If you are unfamiliar with the rules, let me know and I will go over them. There's a chance to win money, which is pretty sick. And we do this every single day around the daily close, as long as I can make it. You know, sometimes I work late because I do have a regular ass job because the bear market has been like 4 years long. All right, let's check out this link from Tishu. I've hopped on before. Okay. Did you change your name? I like the name. I do like the name. It's unique. What? Oh. That is such a weird link. Tishu, what the hell is that about? Look at that. We just liquidated that gigantic chunk of money. Very nice. Interesting stuff. Normal McQuibbit said, not sure when you're on. Daily close usually. Same name you commented last time about it. Okay. I have a goldfish memory. My audience is fully aware. Look at that. They hit that liquidation point, and we got that big spike immediately. That gigantic monster spike up. That's such a beautiful thing. And then this big spike of liquidity. Nice. We got 1 minute. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. This is amazing. Yeah, this is it. 55 seconds remaining for guesses. Guys, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. It's going to be 2 people today. Billy Street getting a guess in. Gosh, that's good. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to quit drinking green Red Bull. It's so tasty. If they discontinue that, I'm going to protest every single energy drink company. Monster discontinued my favorite drink. I found one from Red Bull that's like almost as good, but it's carbonated. The one from Monster was not carbonated. And it had branched chain amino acids in it. Ooh. It was like crack, I swear. I definitely drank way too many of those. I will say, though, I have not had branched chain amino acids in forever. I think I'm going to buy some. Oh, we got 83.5 from Anderson. I got you, Anderson. Hang on one sec. Bam, time's up. Mr. Anderson coming in the last second with 83.5. Hell yeah. Okay. We got 4 people. It's an old site for trolling people that have Google at their fingertips and don't use it. Oh, whatever. That's not funny. I just get really serious. I'm like, I'm going to demod you. 83,484, 83,420, 83,390, 83,5. Copy. Look at how spicy Bitcoin got, dude. Damn. All right. 83.5, 484, 420, 390. Love it. All right, we are in order. We got 4 people today. 5 minutes remaining. Bitcoin's currently trading at 83,558 and 3 cents at the moment. Mr. Anderson is in the lead. It's getting close though, getting very close. We got 3 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Let's go over our portfolios. Our Memecoin portfolio getting slaughtered today. $658.49. It's down $342 at the moment, which is 34%. Not doing great. Not doing great at all. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio, $758, down about $242 at the moment, which is 24%. Not bad. Not as bad as the Memecoin portfolio. Currently being held up by Render, ADA, Near, Ondo, and Aptos, being dragged down by Shib, Sol, Doge, Proppy, and Fetch. And then finally, this is the best one in my opinion, and performance-wise, our narrative portfolio is only down $82, $81.07 actually, even better, which is 16%, which is pretty damn good, all things considered. We got Memecoin, gaming, real-world assets, decentralized physical infrastructure, and artificial intelligence. Normal said, I just sold an hour ago. Damn. like out for good? I mean, if you got to take profits, you got to take profits, man. I don't blame anybody at this point. People want to get out. They don't want to experience this shitty-ass market. I genuinely do not blame people. It's so uncertain right now. Like, judging people for selling their bags is just silly. It's normally silly anyways, but, you know, trying to meme people is fun. I'm not going to discount memeing on people, but right now, with how crazy everything is and the looming recession and people talking about Black Monday and all this crazy shit, nobody fucking cares if you actually sold your bags. Because guess what? It doesn't affect me. As long as you're happy, you know. Sell the damn bags. 83,496. Yeah, I would not be surprised if this was literally just to liquidate this big fucking liquidation point. Let's actually update the liquidation heat map while we're waiting. We got 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining on the clock. Symbol. 12 hour. Zoom in. Oh, yeah, see that? See, now we got 82,344 and 81,797. Oh, it might actually keep going up. Dang. I was getting nervous of a quick wick down. Well, close my long, I should have said. Okay. I have a long open, but it's not on Bitcoin because I'm an idiot. We got 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining on the clock. What was that other one? 81,797. All right. Getting spicy, man. It is getting spicy. 46 seconds remaining on the clock. What do we got above us? We got 83,801. That's our next liquidation point. 35 seconds left on the clock. Bitcoin currently trading at $83,546, $557.43. Mr. Anderson is currently in the lead. I believe this would be Mr. Anderson's second win for the year. Is he going to make a comeback like Tyler and tie everybody for first place? Watch us have like 8 people in first place by the end of the year. You know how crazy that would be? 10 seconds remaining. This is the candle that determines the fate of our winner. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The most volatile daily close we've seen on Bitcoin in months. The daily close price, $83,537.99, making Mr. Anderson our winner. Congratulations, Mr. Anderson. $83,537.99. Congratulations, Mr. Anderson, on your victory. You won bragging rights and uno momento. Guys, spam the bananas in the chat for Mr. Anderson, the winner of our daily close contest for the day. Congratulations, Mr. Anderson. There's some bananas for you. Normal said I was looking at those liquidations down there too. Oh yeah, I always put the lines on the chart for the stream especially. Congratulations, Mr. Anderson. Let's go down or up to our 4-hour time frame. Zoom out a little bit. We got some spicy candles happening. Mr. Anderson is the winner of today's daily close contest. Let's get a drum roll. Mr. Anderson's victory prize is... ta-da! A big carrot. A big, beautiful, girthy carrot. Congratulations, Mr. Anderson. Enjoy your big, beautiful, girthy carrot. You can peel it. You can not peel it. Do whatever you want with it. You can cook it in a stew. You can eat it raw with some ranch or some crap. I don't care. It's your carrot for you to take home and do with what you please. Do enjoy. You've earned it. And let me make sure I add you to the victory list, because that's a very important part of our contest. Mr. Anderson. Congratulations. This is Mr. Anderson's second win, which is pretty sick. Very cool. Very nice. Absolutely killed it. All right. Bitcoin currently trading at 83,534 and 16 cents. Markets are chilling at the moment. We did get a pretty decent spike on Bitcoin, which is nice. Momentum wave is completely flat on Fu Manchu. Are we going to get a spike up or a spike down? What are you guys looking for? Personally, I could see both. I could make the argument for both. Gosh, you know how nightmarish this would be if we just went sideways for like 2 months? People would be pissed. I would be pissed too. Jeez. Although I wouldn't blame Bitcoin, you know, it's pretty spicy right now. It's pretty spiced up. Even now, it's pulled back and it's still at 83K. Like, what if the bear market only lasted 1 year and the pullback was only like 20% for Bitcoin specifically? Do you know how attractive that would make Bitcoin? Like, it's already pretty attractive right now. It's literally holding up against the entire stock market. Let's go to the daily. Let's do a quick comparison because I think this is quite funny. Also, really quick, I want to point something out. Gold got a big fat dump. Down 3.2%. What the hell, Peter Schiff? You told me gold was safe to invest in. I bought the top, bro. I didn't actually buy any gold. But what if I did? You gonna buy it back from me, Peter, for the maximum price? So what an angry man. I've never seen somebody like I go on the internet sometimes. Sometimes I see something from somebody and I'm like, F you, and I'll type it in the replies and I'm like, you suck. But I don't actually actively make posts about like one particular. I've never gone on the internet and gone, I hate this specific thing so much, and then repeated that like every 3 hours. I've never. I could not imagine living life that angry all the time at like something that has no feelings or care for you whatsoever. It's so weird. Like, I don't know, dude. It's so strange. Like, if it was something that was worth hating, like murderers, you know, or like terrorists, something that you can be passionate about hating. But I'm not a big fan of hummus. I think hummus is gross. I've never gone on the internet and gone, I fucking hate hummus. People that like hummus are stupid, disgusting assholes, and they should die. Because I don't feel that way. I don't feel that passionately about it. I don't even fucking think about it in my spare time. Never crosses my mind. If somebody's like, hey man, something hummus, I go, oh, I don't really care for hummus. That's it. This dude puts so much time and energy into hating Bitcoin, and it cracks me up. Freaking cracks me up. So the chart is very interesting right now. We've obviously got a pullback, a little double top action kind of looking scenario, which isn't pretty, but I don't hate it. there's arguments being made for so many different things that are going on in the chart. I think my favorite so far is this little BART. And then we're going to go sideways for a minute, and then it's going to go bam. And everyone's going to be like, holy crap. And I believe I pulled that fractal. I'm going to pull it again just because I want to see. And I'm probably going to delete it afterwards, so it's not going to be clogging up, because this is the chart that I think we need to keep clean. I'm going to pull this fractal. Right here. There we go. Got it. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to stretch it so that it actually fits. I don't know if I can. Okay, does that work? No, it's close. It's getting closer. Hold on. Ready? Oh, shit. Dude, are we going to hit $1 million Bitcoin? Holy crap. I really like this fractal. I just said I was going to delete it too. Shit. What if I don't want to? All right, hang on. Can I stretch it from down here? I can. Okay, cool. All right, ready? Are you guys ready? Because I don't know if I'm ready. I got to stretch it a little bit more. That's a pretty fractal. Damn. Okay, let's zoom in. So, potentially, that lines up pretty good. I'll do a little bit more. A little more stretching. Right there. There. Potentially, we're looking at maybe a little spike up, a little downtrend mid-April, mid to late April, and then a continuation to the upside. If this is the case, then we could start the bull market, in my opinion, as early as June. So we're going to get maybe a little spicy April, a little spicy May, and then the real spice kicks in. I do want to set the record straight. I'm not a big fan of hummus, but I have tried it recently and it wasn't bad. I found myself taking more than one bite. So I think I would like to retort my distaste for hummus. I don't know if retort is the right word. Rebuke? Recall? I would like to remove my distaste for hummus and replace it with my distaste for avocado. Avocado is disgusting, and anybody that likes it should die. I'm just kidding. Nan means grandma in the UK. Yeah, non bread. I don't know how you say it. That bread is fucking delicious. I'm a big bread guy. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't be. It's probably not good for me to eat as much bread as I eat, but man, is it tasty. But yeah, if this fractal is the fractal, and again, the fractal is just an idea, we could do this, and then do that. Who knows? Imagine if we touched 67K, everyone would freak out. Jim said Bitcoin seeing 17 to 20 trillion seems like a stretch. I know what you mean. I know you meant market cap. But yeah, I get it. I get it. It does seem like a stretch. But I mean, what if it happened and it just took... How long would this even be? So I'm gonna be a psychopath and literally manually measure this with a piece of paper, because I don't want to pay for TradingView Premium. Okay, so let's see, 2023 to 2026, so that's 3 years. What if it just took like 2 years? Or 2.5 years? What if it just took 2.5 years for Bitcoin to hit $900,000? You know how much of a dick move that would be if it didn't go to $1 million? If it just topped out right here, that would be so fucked up. But for real though, look at, like, this was the last bull market and everyone freaked out. This one, people are currently freaking out. When you zoom out that much, it doesn't look like shit. It looks like nothing. Blake Vega said Bitcoin monthly chart shows an ascending channel. Top could be 120K. Blake, did you read my mind? Look at this. Don't mind the carrot. My top estimate is 120K. I've had this on the chart for months. I've been calling 120K. I think it's gonna be the top. I think everyone's shooting for the moon. I think a lot of people are calling for a bear market right now. I think the top is gonna be 120K because it's gonna be like a bunch of mixed emotions. Everyone thinks that the world is gonna end. The other people think that we're going into like a new age of blockchain technology taking over the world. None of that's gonna happen. It's not gonna be anywhere near as glamorous and pretty as everyone wants it to be. It's literally just going to be a matter of people not giving a crap. Where did the damn carrot go? What just happened? Oh boy. I think I screwed up. Dropping from 800K to 400K would obliterate the altcoin market. What would alts even be, though? What if something flips Bitcoin? Like, legit, what if something flips Bitcoin and it's nowhere near as dramatic and, like, damaging as everyone thinks it's going to be? But what if it happens? It's going to be, like, the dumbest freaking project, too. It's going to be, like, EOS. VeChain flips Bitcoin. Something nobody, like, freaking Litecoin, dude. Oh, my gosh, imagine if Litecoin just came back with a vengeance. Or, like, somebody discovered some old Satoshi thing being like, I'm going to create something called Litecoin. I wonder what would happen. That would be so crazy. People would freak out. Let's see how the rest of the market's doing. Everything looks pretty boring. Pretty boring. Norman McQuibbett said, I actually eat it with avocado too. LMAO, one of my... There's no fucking way. That's too funny, man. Yeah, I can't do avocado. I don't know if it's a texture thing. It's just grody to me. What do they make with avocado? There's a dip that they make with avocado, isn't there? I don't remember. I've blocked it from my brain. I'm gonna start writing angry tweets about it. Turns out I actually have like a fuck avocado Twitter page that nobody knows about. That's all I write about. All day is just talking shit about avocados. Man, what a life. What a life that would be. Imagine having so much spare time that you could just shitpost on the internet like all day for the rest of your life. Oh. Okay, let's look at this. This is interesting to me. This thing, I don't know how to direct you guys to it. This fucking thing over here. It shows the performance from Bitcoin relative to its starting price from 2025, 2024, and 2023. So far, this has been, out of the last 3 years, the worst year, which is kind of crazy. Fartcoin will flip. Dude, oh no, I don't think I have the thing anymore. I literally saw it trending the other day on X, and it was freaking so funny. It was like, Fartcoin outperforms the S&P 500. Users debate whether or not it's a hedge against inflation. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Started cracking up after I read that. I was like, damn, what a beautiful reality that we live in. Jim said Bitcoin Cash flipping Bitcoin would cause the most inflammatory war between maxis and Bitcoin cashists. Oh man, that would be pretty funny too. Oh, fun times, man, fun times. Let's go check CoinMarketCap really quick. Let's check Fear and Greed as well. Guacamole, thank you. Yes, I can't stand guacamole. Disgusting. Fear and Greed is at 34. Fear. Which is bullshit. This should be at like fucking 0. I don't know what these people measure this with, like their buttholes or something. It doesn't make any sense. The crypto Fear and Greed is 27. That's a little more accurate, at least. Avocado is terrible when it's not ripe. Don't try to make excuses. It's terrible when it's ripe too. Ooh, look at that. Pie's up 26%. What if this stupid coin... Oh my god, Baby Shark? Shut the fuck up. I don't know. What is this? Yeah, Pie's not up at all. Pie looks like shit. Pie looks like poo. We got TGC, Rocket, Murbarak, Snore. Ooh, Snorlax is a good one. Shoot. Is this new? Dude, I love that B&B meme coins are making a comeback. I don't know where. It's kind of funny. Do they have their own Pump Fun? Is that a thing? Oh, I also saw that Pump Fun is bringing back, or they brought back live streams. People are freaking out about that. Kind of crazy, considering what happened last time. I'm not going to say. Kind of a crazy time to bring back live streams as well. Like, for real. I don't know, man. People don't learn, I guess. I don't get it. Let's see. ETH, Tether. Yeah, see, the fact that Tether's market cap has it at number 3, in my opinion, shows that we've never left the bear market. Billy said, JJ, worst case scenario, what's the lowest Chainlink could go? In my opinion, I will check for you, Philly. In my opinion, Chainlink, the lowest it could go? So during the bear market, it went down to $6. Or peak bear market, it went down to $6. I would love to see it stick to that and not go any lower. Let me get rid of this trajectory. So what we've seen out of Chainlink, I'm going to try to apply some kind of science to this. Otherwise, it's just meaningless. We've seen the trajectory change each time. And right now, so let me copy this and put it in line with that. Yeah. Right now, we definitely have a more upwards trajectory in comparison to what it previously had. But the bear market was actually descending. So, See, this is what's interesting to me. Look at that. It broke below this line twice. 1, 2, and both of them technically turned out to be bear traps because it flew up after that and then it flew up some more. So if we take that into consideration and we look at where we're at right now and the trajectory that it has set up, I would love to see Chainlink go no lower than like 1140 or just 11. Let me just say 11. But if it does maybe 10, your worst case scenario, in my opinion, like bottom line, I'm going to start buying for my own bags would be around $8 or $9. And that would be like worst case scenario, like shit got really, really effed up. Which is, entirely possible. Yeah, look for $8 or $9 for like absolute bottom, in my opinion. Not financial advice. That is when I would start really, really paying attention and looking for buys and longs. Because that would be a crazy trade. This thing goes up to $30, Chainlink is really nice to chart too. Like it charts really, really clean. Yeah, Bitcoin can't make up its mind. I'm still of the firm belief that Sunday is gonna suck and it's gonna be boring and miserable and shitty. So Billy said, so it could go back to previous bear market low? Oh, I don't know about previous bear market low. Previous bear market low was like $5 or $6, wasn't it? I don't think it would go that low. This line's ascending, Philly. The purple line. Previous bear market low would be $5 or $6. 7 or 8 doesn't seem like much, but when you compare it to 5, 8 is like a 20% increase. Or even more. Yeah, $8 is not previous bear market low. Bear market low for this was like 5 or 6. This is previous bear market. $5 or $6. $8 would be previous bear market high. Which I still am of the belief that it's current bear market. We just got a lot more volume, a lot more accumulation happening this time around. You see this right here? Spike in 2019, spike in 2020, and then take off into 2021. This time around, we got spike in 23, spike in 24, and then it's going to be take off in 25, 26, potentially. Not financial advice, just an exercise. You could even make this argument right here. Your first spike and then your second spike, and then your takeoff. First spike, second spike, and then your takeoff. Second spike occurred like mid-level. And even then, look at this. You got this spike, and then it came almost all the way back down. Right? You know how many people probably sold right here and gave up? They were like, that's it. It's over. Chainlink's going to zero. Because it went from $7 to $12 or $14. It doubled. And then it retraced that entire move. And then it went crazy. It went all the way up to freaking 30, 40, 50 bucks. Oh my gosh, dude. Those people probably were so pissed. They're probably Chainlink haters now. They're like the Peter Schiff for Chainlink. They spend all of their time just talking crap about it on Twitter. Oh, man. Cracks me up. If you guys are interested at all, I played a really fun game earlier, and I'm planning on playing it again. It's called... What is it called? Schedule 1. Literally a game about selling drugs. It's a ton of fun. Highly recommend checking it out. It was a fun time. And if you have a PC, you got to play this game, dude. It's been a long time since I've lost time in a game and like lost track of time. And I don't know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Billy said, I have a trading bot going. Put in 700 using Forex leverage. It makes me 50 bucks every 7 days in Chainlink. Not much, but it adds up. Nice. That seems incredibly lucrative. I still don't know if I trust the bots. I've never really tried them myself enough to say whether or not I would trust them. All right, let's get our chart back in order. Congratulations, Mr. Anderson, once again on your victory. Okay. Some coins look like they're trying to turn green, which is a little bit promising. Got dark fast. Yeah, I lost like 2 hours and 40 minutes playing that damn game. I had no idea. I was done and I was like, holy crap. All right, let's go check this altcoin season index thing. Bitcoin. Okay, so how do you measure this? Bear Form, Ohm, IP, Trump, GT, Pack, Gold, Monero, OKB, and Leo. Top 100 coins performance over 90 days. So Ohm, I'm familiar with for sure. Monero, OKB. The rest in this top performers, I think GT, Leo, and OKB are exchange coins. Trump on top list. Wow. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Dude, the underperformers are getting absolutely slaughtered. Like crazy. Look at that. Damn. What's going on, Jay Shear? Guys, smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining. This grass one, too. Everyone was asking about this when it came out. It's an interesting concept. I do actually like it, but it's also a payments coin. So there's always going to be like immense selling pressure. That's the only problem that I really have with it. What else do we got? Pendle. I hate Toncoin. I hate it so much. Such a scam. Ondo. I like BitTorrent. Atom has been in perpetual downtrend. I feel so bad for Atom, dude. They literally just fell off the face of the earth. This was one of the, like, darling altcoins last bull market. What do you mean perpetual downtrend? This thing went crazy. What are you talking about? Had it 20% yesterday. What? Are you okay? This is an uptrend, buddy. Wow. What am I? Cosmos, such a smart ecosystem too. What am I missing here? What's going on? Are you trolling me? I see this. I do see that. But it's having quite a recovery right here. And I do see a very powerful inverse head and shoulders. You got a manipulation, little yellow dot that doesn't do anything. But you got a potential inverse head and shoulder here, which could, not financial advice, every time I've seen an inverse head and shoulder, majority of the times it does not play out. But if we're going to try to trade this, if I was going to try to trade this, I would take my frugal target and I would look for 585. You are getting a rejection right now, though, off of the neckline as we speak. But I like the bounce at the trend line here, where the two trend lines converge as well, because the one is literally just me drawing the line right to that, so never mind. But nice little reaction with a wick. I don't know, man. It looks an awful lot like this, doesn't it? It looks very, very similar to that, and the next move was pretty nasty. You get this, let's see, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And then it rejects, and it goes, bam, springboard to the upside. Crazy returns. This was just in November? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Imagine if it does this. 169%. Woo! That would be beautiful. At least you can stake Atom while it's in the gutter, right? What's their staking look like? Is it liquid? Where is Atom? On the... Why can't I see it? There it is. Number 44? 44 is not bad. It's still in the top 50. You know, it lost to some flavor of the week coins, but who cares? Oof, this is a little... If you lose to Polygon, something's up. Something's going on. That sucks a little bit. Kind of a gut punch right there. No idea on liquid nature of Atom. I know the APY is nice though. Okay. I meant like liquid staking. Like, do you have to lock the staking up, or can you just buy and sell as you please, like Cardano? If the APY is nice though, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty steady price. Like, it's lurking near the bottom, it seems. And if it does go lower, it depends on the yield. Might be worth it, man. I don't know. Don't listen to me. ETH Classic. Man, I remember when this one was all the rave. First digital USD. Didn't this depeg? Yeah, it did. Oh, dude. Oh my god. I was going to buy some too. I was going to go balls out and buy some of this stupid coin. It depegged the other day, and everyone was like, oh, I told you it's going to depeg. Yep. Damn. This thing went down to what? 91 cents? It's not bad. What was that? At 10% then? Who cares? Still, pretty much guaranteed. Atom is a 21-day lockup? Okay, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. ETH Classic. Whew. That's quite a downtrend. The hell, man? This thing went up to $119 out of nowhere. I wonder why that was. I don't remember. Ethereum Classic implements mass security protocol. Thanos hard fork activation. What was that? The snap? Damn. That's pretty funny. 4 years ago, PancakeSwap offered 80% APY. Damn. Do you guys remember Iron Finance, the one that Mark Cuban got rugged on? And he like, so was suddenly calling for regulation? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Right here. This guy. Ooh, DeFi. This is fun. 350 bajillion APY. Nice. Where are the regulators? Oh shit, that was so perfect when that happened. What a goofball. I will say though, on as far as Shark Tank is concerned and just general wealth, the dude's a smart investor. He knows what the hell he's doing. He has so much freaking money. I can't believe he's actually on that show. I was like, me and my fiance have been watching it. She's been watching it like crazy. And I'm like, what's everyone's net worth here? And I looked them all up. Everyone is like a freaking peasant compared to him. He's got like, I don't even know, some freaking billions. And everyone else is like a couple 100 million. And I'm like, damn, why is Mark even here? He's like out there schooling the shit out of them. It's pretty funny. Billy said, JJ, in your opinion, what's the best app to do staking? I don't know anything about app staking. I have no clue. Honestly, if I was using an app, I guess I would just do Coinbase. But BlockFi was a staking app primarily, and they rugged. So as far as app staking is concerned, I have no input besides Coinbase because they're probably going to be the biggest in the United States. And in that concept and that idea, they might be the safest, but exchange is still rug. Jim said, got news articles pulling up Iron Finance 2.0 with MUTM. Some coins offer extremely competitive APYs versus protocols if they have their own wallet. Yeah. Yep. I hate Coinbase for staking. They want 25% of the stake rewards. Yeah. But if you want an app, then you got to use an app. Tishu said, JJ, what you just described is not native staking. What did I just describe? Coinbase? I didn't describe anything. Tio A Modelo said, should I buy Sol? I mean, is a good period to do it? It depends on how much conviction you have. It's not in a bad spot if you think we're going to go up from here. Sol had a pretty decent run up, and then it established this lovely range, which is what these blue lines are. Right here and right here. And it broke above, retested it as support, tried to keep running, and then all this tariff stuff happened. Support bounced really quick, and then it broke below, rejected, and now it's got support down here. So it is literally at support at this baseline, which is, in my opinion, a great spot. But it's, you know, the market's getting pretty spicy, so it's all entirely up to you. Tishu said BlockFi staking was you lending your crypto, not staking on the blockchain. Yeah, I'm aware. Philly specifically asked for a staking app. Native staking would be through the protocol, the coin itself. And that would be on an individual basis. Whereas Philly's probably looking to stake multiple coins in one spot, like with Coinbase. But I don't trust centralized staking. I believe Celsius did staking as well. And Alex Mashinsky's whole shtick was self-custody too. And he took everyone's coins. Dixie said, we back again. My man doesn't stop. Smash the like button. I appreciate you, Dixie. Billy said, JJ, I mean app or website or exchange. I would just use a coin. Look for a coin that offers a good staking yield and figure out how to stake with that coin. Cardano does staking. The yield isn't amazing, but they do staking. I believe Polkadot staking is really lucrative. And we just learned today, Adam has really lucrative staking as well. So just look into how to stake those coins on the blockchain specifically. It's going to be probably through a native wallet. Jim said Coinbase was competitive when gas was disgusting. Gas fees right now are hella low. It's because nobody's using ETH. They're literally hemorrhaging money right now. It's kind of funny. Tishu said BlockFi staking was you lending your... Yeah. Jim said look at scooping some core Okay. Tishu said on Coinbase or any other exchange, you don't own your private keys. Yes, we're aware. We know that. TOA Modelo said, thank you. I'll stick around. It's nice to learn from you. Thank you very much. Smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to share as well. I'm happy to answer any questions. Obviously, none of it's financial advice, but I'll give you my opinion on things that you ask. Yeah, I really, really like the concept of Sol going to 1K. It actually seems feasible with what they have as a customer base and a user base and what they've created. Is it going to happen soon? I have no clue. It really depends on what happens with this tariff situation. We got a green dot right here, which is very interesting to me considering it went down from there. I would love to see... Okay, that's also on the daily. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how all this plays out because Sol got so screwed after FTX, and I think that that's why it blew up so much afterwards. Tishu said you can do staking directly from Ledger Live. Trust Wallet has staking too. Phantom as well for Sol. Yeah, those are all... Well, Phantom at least is just Sol staking through a native wallet. Jim said most people don't own their private keys because they fall for phishing scams daily. Dude, it blows my mind. I literally talked to people recently where I specifically said something. I said, don't store your keys digitally. And they were like, well, that's not a bad thing to do as long as the device isn't online. Every device is online. If you store your keys in like your notes app on your phone, or you let Google save it or whatever the fuck, you're a dumbass. You're literally fucking asking to be hacked. And then people get hacked and they're going to go on the internet and like, oh my God, I lost 20K. I'm sorry, but if you're going to be irresponsible with your fucking keys, it's going to happen. You can't play victim when you were a dumbass. Does that make sense? That's like ordering a diamond ring from Amazon, and then the box says a diamond ring is in here, and it gets delivered, and then it gets stolen off your porch, and you're like, why did that happen? And you specifically chose diamond ring box when you selected the shipping method. I don't know. It's so goofy to me. It's so goofy. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Yeah, I really want to see some performance out of Sol. They do have to cool off though. They did blow up. Sol was one of the few coins that actually hit previous or broke its previous all-time high this time around. And I really do think it's a lot of it has to do with the suppression that they had to endure from the FTX collapse. Got crazy, man. Look at the total free fractal. It's pretty sick, dude. Let's go. Okay. I just started. Still not big investments, but I'm trying to understand where to start. So is it good to learn how to move? Now PayPal have Sol too, I saw. Yeah, that was a big one. That's a big win. PayPal's not like an amazing place to hold your coins because it's centralized, you know. But the fact that they've added coins after however long is pretty impressive. And the fact that it was Sol. They added Sol and something else, didn't they? Let me see. Was it Chainlink? Yeah, they added Solana and Chainlink, which is pretty impressive. So now you can get Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Chainlink, and Litecoin. That's pretty sick. Tishu said, Trust Wallet is the most supported coins I've seen for staking. Keep in mind, it's a hot wallet. Jim said, new sites hunt for phishing victims too. They love to prod at crypto. I mean, the money's there. The money's there, and it's very saturated. So there's a lot of, I don't know. There's a lot of new people who are naive, I guess is the right word. I use Revolt X. I feel like I've heard of that one before. Advanced Crypto Exchange. Just be careful, you know. You said it's not a lot, so that's good. Fees starting from 0%. So learn what a spread is for sure, because I'm sure that they have a spread. It's not a big deal that they have a spread. They have to make money somehow, but just make sure that you're not getting shafted by them having a ridiculously, insanely large spread. I've heard of this one. I'm not 100% familiar with it. I might have to look into it myself. But the user interface looks nice. Looks pretty. That's a big selling point for me. If it doesn't look pretty, I'm probably not going to use it. I'm liking our total 3 fractal. It really genuinely does look good. If this is to be believed or followed, we're looking at some pretty decent upside until April 7th, April 8th. And then a little bit of a pullback for a little W situation, and then some more sending. We'll see. T-O-A Modelo. T-O-A Modillo. Okay, I thought it was Modelo. My bad. I apparently got beer on my mind. Is my bank too? The commission is quite low. Okay, nice. There you go. Hell yeah. That's perfect then. Yeah, I don't know. I would really like to see this fractal play out. It's a pretty fractal. We also have a fractal on total, just in general, the entire crypto market cap, which looks like we're deviating a little bit. What is this 2.72 trillion? Is that the previous peak? Oh, it's pretty close. Right there. Okay, so we're dancing around with that right now. Let me go down to the 1 day. Yep, okay. Okay. You see what happens every single time? You get a monster spike up, a drawdown, everyone sells, and then you get another monster spike up. They probably all buy back right here. Everyone sells. Or then you get the drawdown. Everyone sells right here. We're probably going to get one more. Every single time this happens, you could even go back here. The monster spike up, drawdown, everyone probably sold their bags. Monster spike up, they all bought back. Drawdown, sold their bags. Monster spike up, they all bought back. And then it drew down. They sold their bags. Spike up, bought back, sold, bought back, sold. But look at every single time. You get a lower low before it continues. You get a low, lower low continuation. Low, lower low, continuation. Low. If we zoom in right here, we have not made a lower low yet. So we might not get a continuation yet. We might be looking for one spike down, one slightly less brutal spike down, and then a continuation, which is actually what this would be. But I'm trying to be a little less upsetting with the spikes down. So we'll see if we continue the bounce up from here. Otherwise, this would shift over and we'll see. And again, a fractal is just an idea. It could literally just go straight down from here. We're just kind of playing around and seeing what we can see. Bitcoin's turning green, which is lovely. Tishu said, I'd also recommend if you're going to do DeFi and sign anything with your wallet to have at least 2 wallets, 2 separate seed phrases. One for just holding and transfers in and out, and another. I agree. I 100% agree with that, Tishu. Another big thing that I kind of gripe with is when people are like, I don't want to have too many wallets. That's a pain in the ass. But then they're playing with thousands of dollars. I 100% agree, yes. I have way too many wallets. I have like a disgusting quantity of wallets. And it's because I'm so paranoid about having my money spread out. But what's nice about it, and again, I do the same thing. Like, I don't access my wallets on anything but my MacBook. And that's if I access them at all. I think I have like 2 wallets that I access regularly. The rest of them, I just deposit. And I don't touch them. I do not touch them at all. I don't even look at them. I don't know how much money there's in there. And it's because I don't care. I'm not trying to use it as a bank account. I'm trying to use it as like a retirement account. So I have access to it. I just choose not to access it. And that helps a lot with the state of mind for dollar cost averaging as well. But I 100% agree. The more wallets, the better. Diversify your wallets. It's like in real life. Imagine you didn't have a bank account. All of your cash is in a wallet, a physical wallet. And you go out to eat, you go out to dinner or whatever, you lose your wallet. You misplace it. Somebody pickpockets you. You get mugged. Something happens and your wallet's gone. All of your life savings is in that wallet and it's gone now. That sucks. Now imagine this. You have your home wallet or even a safe. You have a safe at home with all of your money in it. It's fireproof and it's a lot safer in your house than it is when you go out to eat in the ghetto or at a nice restaurant where you sometimes forget stuff and you lose your wallet. You only had a couple $100 with you. The rest of your life savings, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, is at home in your safe. It's the same exact concept. Technically, there is no money in those wallets, just magic internet money. Exactly. Seriously, it's just digital assets you can actually redeem for money and its current value. Yeah, I mean, technically money is that way as well. I don't care about money. You know, I work for cash that I exchange for food and shelter and clothes, you know. If I could work for food, shelter, and clothes, I'd probably do that. I don't know. I would not do that. That's what like mines used to do. They used to make you work for like credits for the mining company, and then you couldn't leave town because you can't spend the credits for the mining company with the bus company, you know. Jim said after we pop, I'll do what I do every cycle. USDC, copper, gold, silver, USDT previously. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just want to buy a house, man. I don't know what I'm going to do after we pop, though. Might buy platinum. I'm probably going to buy some precious metals because there's something about holding like precious metals in your hand that is very satisfying. I have some copper and silver that I like to play with. Hold on, wait a minute. I think I got one right here. Yep. I got a little copper coin. I have a 1 pound copper bar. I really like the little 1 ounce bars. Let me see. Hold on. Hopefully I don't drop anything. I got a copper bar. This is so sick. Copper bar. It's pretty fugly, actually. It's not as pretty as I would like it to be. If it was like a nice precious metal like silver or gold, it would probably look way cooler. But it's literally just a big fat bar of copper. I don't know. It was pretty sick. The guy at the shop that I literally bought it at a pawn shop. He was so excited. He's like, "Do you want that?" And he sold it to me for like $5. I was like, "Fuck yeah." Jim said, I like to combine crypto and metals. I find it weird that people only do one or the other. Yeah, that goes to the same thing, dude. That goes back to the Peter Schiff thing, complaining about Bitcoin. Why limit yourself? I like the way copper looks like a vintage photo. Sepia. I think that's the vintage photo effect. I thought I had copper bars too. I don't know where the hell they are. I got silver bars. That's also diversified. That's like spread throughout my entire family. So I don't know. It's a fun time, man. It's a lot of fun. There's something about coins. It's definitely maybe I would say it's a dad thing. I literally have like all the state park quarters and all the state quarters in a big collecting thing. It's fun. Dave said a mobile home on a piece of land is my goal. Big garage also. Dude, I'm right there with you, for real. Jim said, we all know Schiff has Bitcoin. He'll just never say it. Same with Buffett. Right. They all own it by proxy. Peter Schiff gives his son money to buy Bitcoin. And then he just talks shit about it. He probably has to pretend at like the family dinners that he hates it. He's like, my damn son keeps buying that stupid Bitcoins. Jim said, they're far too experienced not to hold some Bitcoin. I'd argue Buffett probably bought fairly early too. Dude, I had the opportunity to own some back in like 2012 and I didn't take it. I literally like looked into it for like 2 hours and then I was like, nah, this is not worth it. And now it's freaking $83,000. It sucks so bad. Oh, it's been quite a fun ride though. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where things go. Even if we go into like a freaking multi-year downtrend, I don't really care. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm going to continue to enjoy it because these are my people. if we have to perma short and become perma bears for the next 2-3 years, then I'm here for it. Jim said they're screaming it's going to zero back in the day, calling it a scam. Such a signal now, man. So obvious from here, right? Yeah. Yeah, we got to keep an eye out for that again. It's very interesting. I think what's more respectable to me though is people like Trump. Trump straight up said he didn't like it. And he said anything besides the US dollar was trash or something like that. And now he's like all for it. When somebody can change their mind and admit that they've changed their mind, that's more respectable to me than the person trying to stand their ground and just looking like a stubborn idiot. I don't know. I can't imagine Peter Schiff, dude. He's just so angry all the time. It's crazy. It blows my mind. But anyways, congratulations, Mr. Anderson, once again on your victory for the daily close. I'm probably gonna call it an evening. Everything's pretty chill. I might get back on and play some more Schedule 1. I don't know. We'll see. But as always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Saturday and good night.